This is the Nicholas, a Tier 4 Premium American Destroyer. It is the main reward from the Halloween event of 2023 by completing Circle 5 of Nightmare Mode. And yeah, the ship is an awesome torpedo boat, and not much more needs to be said about that except to check out the setup of the ship and the commander, who is Albert Gleaves. Base trait is From Afar, and that improves the torpedo range. Here I went with a double concealment inspiration setup here with Eric Bay Shifty, which improves the destroyer's detectability, and then Jersey Swirsky, Old Reliable, Hide and Seek. Sea detectability range is improved, and first skill is Subsurface Venture. Torpedo speed is improved, as is the torpedo launcher reload time, but you do take a hit on a destroyer's main battery reload time. Then we have Look at Me Now, which improves the sea detectability range, and this is the maximum concealment you will get with this ship with this setup. Third skill is Perceptive, which improves the incoming damage to your destroyer and the torpedo detectability range. And it does show the direction of the closest enemy ship, and this is probably the most important quality of Perceptive. Then we have Smoke on the Water, which improves the smoke screen dispersion and deployment time. Then the legendary skill is Unstoppable, which improves the engine repair time, and it allows for reduced mobility with a disabled engine and or rudder. Special effect improves the damage control party cooldown time by 50% when you're within 6 kilometers of an enemy ship, and that is at legendary rank 3. Ranking up to legendary rank 4 will increase that radius up to 7.5 kilometers. All right, let's check out the upgrades for the ship, and it is pretty simple. Only one upgrade. We went with Aiming Systems Mod 1, which improves the main battery dispersion and the torpedo launcher traverse speed. Loadout, ammunition of high explosive shells, armor-piercing shells, and torpedoes, which we'll get into in a minute. Consumables, damage control party, duration is 5 seconds, reloads every 38 seconds, and there's an unlimited number of those consumables. Smoke generator is next, duration is 26 seconds, dispersion is 121 seconds, and it reloads every 228 seconds, and there are 2 of those consumables. Then we have the engine boost consumable, which improves the maximum speed by 8% when a consumable is running. Duration is 120 seconds, reloads every 171 seconds, and there are 2 of those consumables. Last is a defensive AA fire consumable, which increases the damage output of the AA guns by 400% when a consumable is running. Duration is 30 seconds, reloads every 171 seconds, and we have 2 of those consumables. And over here down at the boosters, I am running the credit booster and the rare battle booster to max out the movement speed and the cooldown time of all consumables, but this could change depending on the match. Flag here, I went with the Resurrected flag from the 2023 Halloween event. Ship does come with a premium permanent camouflage, the Purple Threat. Sea detectability range and incoming fire dispersion is 4.5% respectively. Specs: survivability hit points is 13,100. Armor is 6 to 21 millimeters, and yeah, don't get hit. Artillery, you have 4 guns. They reach out to 9.9 kilometers, reload every 4.4 seconds. HE shells have a maximum of 1,800 with a fire setting chance of 5%. Armor piercing has a maximum of 2,100. And the guns can be kind of effective, but don't expect as much out of the guns as you're going to get out of these torpedoes here. And this is the big deal here. You have 4 launchers of 3 torpedoes each, so that's 6 torpedoes on each side of the boat. Reloads every 58 seconds. Maximum damage is 11,733. Range is 5.8 kilometers. Speed is 60 knots. AA defensive fire. You may not clear the sky with the Nicholas, but you do have that defensive AA fire consumable, so it might not be so bad. Maneuverability looks pretty good here with maximum speed of 38 knots, 600 meters turning circle radius, and 2.7-second rudder shift time. No problem turning the boat. Concealment is 5 kilometers range by sea, 2.9 kilometers by air, and while firing the smoke, it's 2.3 kilometers. Armor, yeah, whatever you do, do not get hit here. Overview, extended smoke, increased smoke screen duration, all right. Broad launch, wider maximum spread of the torpedo launcher, and I guess we'll have to check that out at some point. So then the Nicholas is a destroyer leader design. Having kept the torpedo armament of her predecessors, the ship was close to cruisers in terms of dimensions and artillery firepower. The ship's powerful propulsion was intended to produce very high speeds. Year of design is 1919, and doesn't look like there were any ships in the series. All right, well, that's it for the setup of the ship and the commander. Let's go out in a standard battle and check out a pretty darn spectacular match.
All right, here we go. We are in hotspot. And yeah, I did not think I was going to end up with the Nicholas. Okay, here we go. Let's check out the teams. A couple of destroyers per side and 1 cruiser per side. And the rest are battleships and aircraft carriers. So we may get to see if we can find out how effective the defensive AA fire is. Since we have the consumable, the AA guns didn't really look all that great when I looked at the specs, to be honest with you. But we're going to come right out here and see what we can do. We're going to check out the speed first off. There's a Derfflinger, and he is coming right at us. The Konig, not so much, but we will be tangling with those two guys in just a second. But yeah, so to obtain the Nicholas, you had to complete Nightmare Mode Circle 5, and that was kind of dicey. I'll leave some links to all of my Halloween videos down in the details below. If you want to check that out, you might get some clues on to help you through Nightmare Mode, maybe. Possibly use a ingenious technique to complete that mode. But as far as this match goes, we took some shots over there at the Derfflinger, and I am trying to figure out whether I can turn around to the left over here and close in on a Derfflinger and still maintain my concealment to 5 kilometers. I finally realized that I can, and it looks like he is steady on. So we're going to take 2 shots of 2 racks there. So that's 6 torpedoes. The boat has 6 torpedoes per side, and they reload in less than 60 seconds. So this is awesome if you're a torpedo destroyer captain. There we've got the Konig targeted, and that is way out of range, but the Derfflinger is pretty close, and we're going to check and see how these torpedoes do before we take any more action. And it looks like we're going to get probably 4 hits right there, and yeah, that guy is gone on 3 hits and 1 flooding, so that is awesome. And the thing about Gleaves is he has a skill, unique skill, number 3. So instead of Perceptive, I was running Cloak and Dagger for a while, and Cloak and Dagger adds a couple tenths of a kilometer of concealment for the torpedoes, and they torpedoes really sneak up on the enemy. It's sort of like they're unaware. And even without Cloak and Dagger, we still had 1.1 kilometer detectability on these torpedoes, and I'm going to say that maybe the red team ship there really didn't see the torpedoes until it was way too late. So here I'm hitting the speed boost because I'm trying to close in on the Konig, who's basically moving away from us. And here I'm going to take a look at the Arizona, who is in range because he's closing in the other direction. So we're going to take some shots at him, and being 4.8 kilometers, we are detected, so we hit the smoke and we're going to turn around. And I'm expecting the Arizona to take some evasive maneuvers. Doesn't look like he does that, so I'm not really sure if he's focused on somebody else or it's a tier 4 match and that's just how it is in tier 4. But looks like these torpedoes are going to nail that Arizona big time, and a lot of them miss. Well, we did get 4 hits though, but looked like we were going to get more hits as it turns out. So, all right, well, it looks like we did get 4 hits, and here we go. We're going to get a couple more hits and finish off the Arizona. It looks like 2 more hits, a flooding, and let's see if we can take some shots and get them before someone steals the kill. And there we go. We got our second destroyed ship. 70,000 damage right off the bat there within 5 minutes. And the Konig, he is bugging out. He is out of here. He doesn't want any part of this as far as I can tell. So he is just heading for the border big time. He's looking to get out. Right, so he is bugging out. My only choice here is to try to get his attention with my main guns, and that's sort of what I'm doing. I'm hoping that he turns, and that way the intercept point will be within the 5.8 kilometer range. Looks like his guns are not really pointing toward us, so there, just out of pure chance, I'm taking those shots in case he stops or something and wants to come after me, but it doesn't look like that's how that's going to go. But yeah, it looks like that battleship is still right there. The Konig is there. Those torpedoes missed, so we're going to come around and try to close in here and get some shots on him. We sort of went a little behind the aiming marker right there to anticipate him slowing down. And here, if I turn like this, we are definitely going to be within his detection range, but we're going to go ahead and take a chance anyway. Yeah, we are definitely spotted. He doesn't have much health left, so I'm just looking to nick him with one of these torpedoes and maybe finish him off. Here, his main guns are pointing in completely the wrong direction. We started a fire on him, so he is definitely in big time trouble right there. So one of these torpedoes can hit, and we're going to get a destroyed ship just like that. And there's the Ryujo behind the island. These torpedoes are reloading so quickly that with the very short turning circle radius, I believe it was 660 meters, we're turning around, and this sequence right here is short worthy. And if you check my channel, you may have already seen the short on this, but this was a highlight short, a 15-second short, and this is awesome when this happens. It doesn't really happen all that often, but there you go. It looks like 6 torpedo hits right there on the Ryujo, and get a high caliber metal, devastating strike, 5 torpedo hits. And I think the ship was destroyed before the 6 torpedo hits. So we're up to 114,000 damage, 20 main gun hits, 15 torpedo hits. And if you look at the mini map, you can see that the remaining red team ships are way on the other side of the map, and there really is no chance that we're going to get those guys before the match is over with. 6 minutes left in the match. And yeah, so the Nicholas is an awesome tier 4 torpedo boat. If you're looking for a gunboat, this might not be your cup of tea, but as far as a torpedo boat, the thing really is awesome. So here we're going to capture the base and try to maximize our XP before the time runs out, actually. So 914 points that we've acquired. Got 40 seconds. Are we going to be able to get the capture before it ticks up to 1,000? We're going to slow up to make sure we capture. It looks like we are going to be able to capture before the timer runs out. 18 seconds to go. Oh boy, this is going to be kind of close. Looks like The time is ticking up basically 1 second per point here. 8 seconds to go. Looks like we're going to get it. All right. 6 seconds to go. We have plenty of time as it turns out. All right, so we captured the base. Got the high caliber metal, devastating strike, captured base, 4 destroyed ships, 8 planes shot down. So let's see how we did. All right, well, that was a big time victory for the Nicholas. 463,000 credits, 114,000 battle performance total damage on 20 main gun hits, 15 torpedo hits. That's the big deal here is the torpedoes. 8 aircraft shot down, so maybe the defensive AA fire is doing pretty well. So 4 destroyed ships, 3 floodings, captured base, devastating strike, high caliber. We detected 4 enemy ships. Let's see how we did on the team result. Whoa, look at that. 2,600 XP, 2,599 XP. By the time it was all said and done, the Fubuki got 2,500 XP. So the 2 destroyers in the game here really did pretty good on the blue team. And all right, let's see how we did on the economy tab. I expect that we're going to get some big time credits by the time it was all said and done. All right, well, 446,000 credits by the time it was all said and done. That is the premium bonus for the Tier 4 premium ship and all the XP that we acquired. And, well, that's basically it for the Nicholas. Overall, it is a pretty spectacular torpedo boat as far as I can tell. Almost rivaling the Kamikaze, I want to say. Its torpedo damage is down a little bit, but I'm going to claim it's worth all the trouble it took to go through and complete Nightmare Circle 5 of the Halloween event. Nothing else, you got to see a little bit about that ship, and let me know what you think down below. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.